Good morning, my name is Steve Tompkins. I am Vice President For the Love of the Lake. There was a little news article in the newspaper yesterday that kind of speaks to why we're here. Let me just read from that. 2 markers to honor the Civilian Conservation Corps of the dam at White Rock Lake. 2 Texas historical markers will be dedicated Saturday at White Rock Lake. 1 marker commemorates the White Rock Dam, Reservoir, and Park. The second honors Civilian Conservation Corps Company 2896, which operated at the lake from 1935 to 1942. The White Rock Lake Dam marker is at the East FTLOTL entrance, park entrance just off of Garland Road. A dedication and ribbon cutting ceremony will start at 8:45. Participants will then caravan to Winfrey Point, that way, to dedicate the Conservation Corps marker, which overlooks the baseball diamonds where the camp once stood. I want to thank you for coming to this dedication of both this new Texas historical marker and the Civilian Conservation Corps marker today here at White Rock Lake. It's been a long time in coming. About 4 years ago, the Board of Directors of For the Love of the Lake was approached by Steve Butler, the unofficial historian of White Rock Lake, who asked if For the Love of the Lake would be interested in supporting and funding some historical plaques at White Rock. He offered to write the narrative for these plaques, which would tell some of the history and historical significance of the lake and park. For the Love of the Lake loved the idea. The Park Department approved the idea and was instrumental in approving the text and handling the paperwork. Once again, the Park Department, the City of Dallas, and For the Love of the Lake partnered to create a significant enhancement to White Rock Lake Park. We are so happy to be here today to officially donate these handsome plaques, which will help educate and inform users of this park and lake for generations to come of the history of this place that so many of us treasure and enjoy. I would ask Steve Butler, our city dignitaries and Park Department staff to speak at this occasion. Steve?
Thank you. I don't have any prepared remarks this morning like I did a few weeks ago when we had the CCC boys out here. But I'd just like to say that I first started coming to this park in 1949 when I was an infant. And about 20 years ago, I started getting interested in the history of the park, started learning about it on my own. And as time went by, I became more and more filled with the idea of sharing this information that I was gathering with other people. And the first thing I did was put up a website back in 1996 about the park and about the history of the park. And then later on I began writing a book. And it was around about that time that I approached For Love of the Lake with the idea that Steve just told you about. And I was very happy that For Love of the Lake wanted to go along with this idea. And I want to thank For Love of the Lake and also the City of Dallas and the Park Department for with their assistance as well. I think this is really great. Along with the book and the new White Rock Lake Museum, which is in the Bathhouse Cultural Center, which opened a couple of years ago. And these markers, I think the people of Dallas will now be able to learn all about the history of this wonderful park. And I know I'm very grateful that you all came out here today. I'm very grateful to everyone who made this all possible, and just want to say thank you very much.
Willis Winters, Assistant Director of the Parks Department.
Good morning. I'm not going to say much other than on behalf of the Park Department, it's our pleasure to accept these 2 historical markers. There's a lot of history here at White Rock Lake to celebrate, and I think these 2 markers are just the beginning. So we are very pleased to accept these markers from For the Love of the Lake. It's been a great project. Sorry it took a little bit longer than we all thought, but things tend to do that. So we accept these markers and are very grateful. And Stephen, thank you for your help as well. Thank you.
Sheffie Kadane,
I think
Mick said it all, and what can I say that Steve doesn't? This man is our historian. I just thank the Love of the Lake for everything they do for our community and our lake. I'll tell you, this lake wouldn't be what it is today without you. And these markers are fantastic. I can't believe all of that you got so much, and everybody here that needs to read this. It's the almost entire history of our lake. Fantastic. And just thank you guys for all you do.
And Gary Griffin.
I'll just add my thanks to Sheffie and Willis. We accept this, we are proud and we're glad, and thank you for everything that you do.
All right, thank you guys, appreciate it. And now, an official ribbon cutting.
Yeah, go ahead. Ribbon, you guys who just spoke, Steven?
Okay.
Gary?
Gary, Willis, Sheffie.
You're the park board member. I'm just here to Let me get right here with you.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to art direct this. All right, Steven, please look this way. Willis, let's see. Sheffie, I can't quite see your head, so yeah, there you go. Lovely. Okay. I saw them. Okay, let me just take another couple of angles so I can see the face. She's getting married today.
Best wishes. Lucky guy.
Thank you.
Well, yeah.
Okay, we got it. Okay.
What a way to go. Your way.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're just going to drive up
Proceed up
to...
to Wintry Point, top of the hill.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with this? Use the next one? Oh, you can? Well, I'll set another one. See if it's long.
Get me back to that feeling, get me back to that flow. Take me up to the ceiling.